It don't happen to me.
Okay, but we good though.
What's going on, man?
What's up with it? Why are we listening to? Come on, man.
I had to hear that real quick. I
My
wanted to hear longer.
my man's jacked a classic R. Kelly song and turned it into a thug song.
Hey,
Turned it into something that is not supposed to be turned into.
depending on where you at nowadays,
Oh my
you
god.
might not want to do that no more.
Oh man.
You might not want to do that no more.
Man, look.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But you
Man.
might not want to do that no more. They out there.
Streets is
Some,
watching.
some dude 128. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download wherever you get your favorite podcast. On Tuesdays, we record this live around 4 p.m. Central. Make sure you follow us on the Twitch, on the YouTube. Get the alert on
Man, sure.
Thursdays. On Thursdays, Mike fixes shirt on Thursdays.
Yeah, my shit all fucked
As
up.
long as the job don't fuck me up, we drop it on the DSPs. So if you follow us, you watch live, you go ahead and get the joint. Oh man, Mike.
Oh, what's up with it? What's up with it?
It's been a long week.
We just started.
I know. My week started in the weekend, man. Yeah, most of y'all know who and where I work for and work with, and the girl who I thought stanked had a
Kaylani.
had an interesting week with the staff.
Hey, before we even get into that, shout out to Kaylani. She got a fire
Yeah,
album.
I am fire.
Album is fire. So put that on your R&B list. For you guys out there that are not in tune with the R&B music right now, her album is out in a year. Put it right up there. Put it right up there with Lucky Day.
Yeah, listen to the Kalani album. I thought Kalani's last album should have been nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, that album was hard too. Kalani on the run right now. She on the run. I didn't like her. I never really liked her early shit, but
I didn't.
Her last two, this album and the album before that, both fire.
Yeah, she's starting to get in her bag, man. She's starting to get in her groove. And she had an interview with the Morning Hustle that definitely went left.
Okay. I think I saw a little clip. I didn't watch all of it though.
Yeah. It went left, and I'm not going to talk about why or anything like that. I'm not going to, those are co-workers. I'm not going to just watch the interview. Go to themorninghustle.com, watch the interview, watch L'Oreal really J down on Kalani. She J down on her real hard. Shouts out to Coach Mo. He's a big fan of L'Oreal. A very big fan of L'Oreal. So I already know. When we got
look, man, just go to her IG. You'll be a fan. We just leave it at that. So I got Coach Moses. Respect.
Yeah.
We on the same page, buddy.
Yeah. That's all I can say, for
Facts.
HR reasons.
Facts.
Not about to do all that. But me and Morgan Sherm, had a conversation. We're talking pronouns, morning radio, just radio in general. And let's be clear, what I'm about to say has nothing to do with my squad as a whole. It's really just radio in general. And for the most part, I think, my squad do a great job at, doing research and all of that stuff. It's really Kalani, because I understand both sides of it.
Why you didn't tell me to watch this interview? Then I could have.
No, you ain't got to watch you really don't have to watch the interview like that. Like you really don't have to. Star L'Oreal, for those who don't know, her at.
Got you, DG. I got you.
But man, the two times that I was around Kalani, the mood was kind of messed up, right? But I'm gonna shout out Angie here, out there in DC. Um, when we was working at KYS, she interviewed her, and I remember when Kalani walked in, and you could tell it was just off. And Angie was like, "Watch this. I guarantee you, by the end of the interview, everything is gonna be straight." And I was like, "All right, let's get it." You know that's the infamous. That is the infamous day in which I said that Kalani came in and she didn't stink, and it changed my thought process. Because for those who's unfamiliar, I said that because of social media, it just looked like Kalani only washed up like twice a week. She just looked sweaty, fam. There's no diss. It's just she just looked sweaty and grimy.
But Bang caught a whiff of her.
But Bang caught a whiff of her, and I was like, nah, she's not that. And then after the interview, she was cool. Like, Kalani is a real cool person. The little time that I was around her, almost like misunderstood. Of course, she was misunderstood to me. I said that she looked like, due to social media, she looked like she only washed her ass twice. So she was definitely misunderstood. But like talking to Angie and then her doing the interview, like it was a dope interview. I think Kalani is one of those people. Basically, what I'm saying is I think Kalani is one of those people that when you interview her, she ain't for the clickbaity. And I'm not saying that we was doing that, but just in her thought process. Because just because you say something to somebody, that don't mean they feel that way. She's not for the clickbaity, goofy type of, and she wants to talk about the music. And every interview that I saw prior to ours, it was really based on the music and journey and all of those things. And I just think it was a real misunderstanding between the three parties and how everything went. Like, I'm not like, there's some things that was said that it was told to me even before the interview took place, that things just seemed weird and off and all of that stuff. But it's really about urban radio in general.
And before you go on, I think she's like that because her name has been brought up in numerous of shade room bullshit.
Yeah, and that's what I meant.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that's why I meant like, yo, I don't think like she's not one of those people that's for that. She's one of those people for the art. And I think that it does her a disservice when you bring her to certain shows that's going to be a certain way.
Right.
And that's why I said I'm not going to diss the squad that I work for, because they have a certain way of doing things. She probably needs to be talked to by somebody a little bit more softer, or people who know her, because Sway is from Oakland. She's from Oakland. That was a pretty dope interview. Sway is like an OG tour. Sway is not that type of interviewer. Kalani got to talk about the art, a soft way of talking about pronouns and all of those things. But to me, Sway is not urban radio. And once you get the XM radio, it's everybody. You're more than just because you're a black dude doing an interview with a black one or two more black hosts, that does not make you urban radio, even though you are an urban personality. It's depending on where you at. Sirius XM, you're general. Even though you're on the hip hop station, you're general. Like Big Boy, same thing. A couple of other interviews I saw
a clip. I saw a clip of her and Big Boy.
Oh yeah, she's definitely showing clips.
I saw the clip of her and Big Boy. Matter of fact, this was Big Boy's clip. It was on IG, and then they wasn't even. Matter of fact, they weren't even talking about music at that time. They were talking about the clip that I saw. Big Boy was asking her about her getting her breast implants removed.
Yeah,
that's what I saw in that part of that interview.
And it's the way that you ask those questions and all of those things. I just think that labels do artists a disservice by bringing them to everybody. You got to know who you bringing your people to, and you got to choose carefully, because you got to know what that show does and what it's about. But with that being said, just the urban radio in general, like it's not a lot of morning shows. In certain cases, morning shows are shaped as like local. There's not a lot of morning local shows anyway. And everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody has the same formula, but it's similar. It's come out the same box, so to speak, right? And it's a reason, I'll say this, it's a reason why certain outlets now are getting a lot of more interviews, and it's also another reason why certain personalities are getting one-on-one, getting a Barbara Walters on. Like, I don't know if you saw on Twitter today, on Instagram today, Angie Martinez has an interview with Danny Lay.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that.
It's just Angie Martinez, even though she just does the Angie Martinez show, but it's Angie Martinez with Danny Lay talking about the baby situation in an undisclosed location with water behind it. Looks good.
Yep.
They brought the cameras in, all of those things. And I think that's why you start to see more stuff like that. You start to see Nicki Minaj with Joe Budden. You see Charlamagne with Kanye West. You see a lot of these one-on-ones, which I think is dope.
Is it like that because the artist wants to control
Bingo.
The narrative? They want to control the narrative. They're gonna let it be known before you even before you even start the interview. This is what we're gonna talk about.
Well, no,
I'm not gonna talk about. Maybe so to speak. I would think that maybe like some of the things
not all the way.
Before.
No, not all the way. We gonna talk about these things that everybody wants to talk about. We're just gonna talk about it in a softer way. We're gonna do soft skills. You know, in radio, it's like you got to get to it, and you got to get to it now. Because just like when you are talking on the radio, you got a certain amount of time to catch the listener. So with radio, when you're doing interviews, that's what you're doing.
But see, let me say this though. Say for instance, if I was Joe Budden,
yeah,
and I'm interviewing Nicki Minaj one-on-one,
yeah,
I want to ask her. I want to be direct. I don't want to, dance around certain scenarios.
You're not dancing around it.
I would love, like, Nicki, what's up with you and Cardi? What's up with you and Little Kim? I guarantee you, if Joe Budden was to ask those questions, she's not gonna answer directly.
No, it's a way. But see, no. So it's two things here. Like when you interviewing with somebody personally, you know what you're interviewing with that person for.
Facts.
Like you know what the conversation is going to be about.
Yeah.
Like if this is an interview to talk about all of those things, then of course you're going to talk about those things. But 9 times out of 10, like the babe, we know if somebody's interviewing Danny Lay, what the topic gonna be about. It's gonna be about the baby.
And no disrespect to her shit ain't popping like that for her to get that kind of exclusive with Angie.
Exactly.
Just strictly be about music and choreography, which obviously we know that's what she's also popular in.
But why am I gonna go to 10 different stations to talk about the same shit?
Facts.
10 different times.
Yep.
When I could talk to somebody respected and talk about it once. That's what it is. Like, that's what I understand about artists in that case. And I've seen it. Like, I've seen artists like, fam, why the fuck are you asking me these questions for? Like, the same questions that the niggas over there ask me. Like, because people don't know what else to ask in some cases. But that's radio. I'm coming in to deliver a product, and I know you're going to ask me X, Y, and Z. If you bring me, if we do this one-on-one, we could talk about whatever, no holds barred, but still as an interviewer, it's the way that you ask it. It's not, all right, man, so what's going on with you and Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, I would never. I was just bringing it. I was just giving an example.
No, but I'm using what you said as an example.
Right. Exactly.
Like, what's going on with you and Nicki Minaj? It's really getting to the crux of it by like that's a broad ass question. But it is about getting specific. Like, look, you and Cardi B have been the 2 biggest female rappers, and in some cases, the biggest rappers in the game. What is it? What is the reason why it seemed like y'all can't get along?
Why 2 of the most dominant women in hip hop are on different pages in their career? Why? Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course.
You go to some radio stations, they would say, so what's up with you and Nicki Minaj? Like, yo, whoa. Like, you don't need, it's like, I mean, I hate to use this, but it's like not using no lube or not getting a chick wet before you slide in,
No
fam.
foreplay.
There's no foreplay whatsoever. And then you also got to read the person that you are interviewing. Like I won't name the artist, but I did that once where I didn't read and they reacted as such, and I was like, damn. But then looking back, I was like, yeah, I just didn't read the room correctly. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to urban radio, that's that. I mean, and then as a person who's getting this content, like I'm the one who got to like. I used to be the person that go up and then film these joints, so I got to listen to these questions, and then in some cases, you listening to them ask the question, and you like, oh man, I gotta edit this shit. They're gonna get killed for asking this question. Like, and then I'll go to them like, yo, I think you should cut this off because I think you're gonna get killed for asking that question and everything. But I can also look at an interview and be like, yo, I think this is the clip for you. I think this is the clip to use. Like I shouted out Angie Ange and somebody who I've seen do an interview with somebody who walked in the room and basically didn't want to be there at all. But then they do the interview, and that person is now warm as hell. Like, hey man, I'm glad I was here for that shit. A plus is another one. My man A plus, we was together in St. Louis. He's now up in Cleveland. He's another person who interviewed somebody that just did not want to be in that motherfucker. He interviewed Boosie. I even say that. He interviewed Boosie. And Boosie was high as hell and was like, man, why the fuck am I here? And Plus was like, all right, man, we're just gonna go ahead and get it out the way. And then at the end of the interview, Boosie was like, man, I'm glad I did this, man. You cool in the motherfucker. Cause I mean, simply put, artists come in expecting you to ask about the shade room shit. Mm-hmm. In some cases, man, it's a beautiful conversation when it comes to artists. It's a beautiful conversation with the art that would in turn people if people fuck with your content, they gonna listen to the art. It happened with Meek Mill, and I saw the shit happen to the point where Meek Mill was like, man, I'm not answering none of this shit no more. I'm not answering no shit about Trick Daddy. I'm not answering no shit about Nicki Minaj. I ain't asking nothing about nothing. And I'm telling Atlantic, I'm not answering none of that. Tell them don't ask these questions. If not, I ain't coming. So then when we went to go do our interview, Meek was like, yo, what we doing here? And what type of questions y'all gonna ask me? I was like, yo, we talking about the music. And he started the interview with his hands folded, bad body language. Then at the end of the interview, but by the end of the interview, he was cool in the fan. And then after that, he looked at me and my homie was like, yo, y'all, let's go ahead and get this picture out. And we looked at each other like, I guess he cool now. And then he started taking a picture behind the yellow back. And it was funny because his hair wasn't even cut. And he sitting up there like, yo, let me get a couple of flicks off in the yellow background myself. And he was cool after that. Mm-hmm. But during the radio interview, he was pissed at the interviewer for asking about Trick Daddy and Nicki Minaj, and they didn't ask him about the music. And sometimes when you go to some of these, sometimes when you go to a radio junket, they're not asking you about the art until the end of the interview when they saying, all right, man, so you got a new album coming out. Tell us about this album. And the album is probably out, and they didn't even hear the album. They didn't listen to the album. And as an artist, you just hoping that damn, if the album out, shit, hopefully you heard this.
They heard it. Yeah.
Like, and when I used to do my voices shit, I made it a point to not talk about the single. Cause you know damn well I heard the single. When I talked to Meek Mill, I talked to him about the price of being great, that song. When I talked to Nipsey Hussle, I talked about an album cut. I made it a case talk about the album cut because it lets you know I listened to the album. Me and Nipsey talked about the sequence of the album. This motherfucker's like, okay, he listened to the album. If I would have just came up in there and been like, so what's up with you and Puff? So you were rolling 60 crib. What's about that? Like, then it's like, because also the point of it is to sell albums. And I think that's and my favorite interviewers, like for example, my favorite interviewers, and you like You could I ask for yours after this, but like my favorite, I love Ebro. I love Ebro interviews. I love Charlemagne interviews outside of the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them with the Breakfast Club. I like them outside of the Breakfast Club. I love Barbara Walters interviews. I love them joints when she used to. I was the little nigga watching the 2020 and the Barbara Walters interviews joints. Like, all right, these shit's about to be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Who's another one that I like interviews? Um, um, what's my man name? Mike Wallace.
Okay.
60 Minutes joints. I love his interviews. I fucked with those interviews heavy. Right, who are some of your favorite interviewers?
I like Elliot and B Dot. I like a lot of the Rap Radar joints that they did. I like Ebro too. I like Ebro. I like Ebro's style, and Ebro he's direct. I like Ebro.
Direct with sense.
With sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who else do I like? You know what? I like, who he taught me watching him and being in the studio with him. Leon is a great interviewer, Leon Rogers. And I've been in the studio with Leon. I've interned under Leon. And shit, I was in a music video because of Leon. We interviewed Ludacris. But I've seen him do interviews. He's very good at interviews, very underrated, under the radar. Shout out to Leon. Off the top, those is like some of my favorites.
I already talked about Angie and A Plus. Those are my favorite two that I've been in the room with, and I watch interview. Like, I give you a perfect example of Angie Ange. They did an interview with Wyclef, and I was my office was right next to our podcast room where we would film our interviews, and we had Wyclef up in the joint, and I'm in my office, and she asked him a question around Lauryn Hill, and I said, "Oh shit!" I stopped working just to see if he was going to answer, because sometimes when it comes to Lauryn, depending on the question, it's a little bit sensitive, and everybody was talking at this time. Everybody was talking about the late, like Lauryn Hill being late and all of those things, and he answered it, and I was like, "Oh shit, whoa,
yeah,
okay." And I knew what to cut, because that didn't get answered. So like, I love those, and I like seeing like up and coming people as well.
DG, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson doing their thing with the interviews too. Matt Barnes doing, hey.
Yeah, I love Steven Jackson, but Matt Barnes,
Matt Barnes gonna get he gonna get a permanent ESPN job eventually. I think
Matt Barnes is
doing his
interviewing.
Yeah, he doing his
Matt
thing.
Barnes is the one.
He doing his thing.
Like, if for all of the basketball shows, when it comes just to the interview, Matt Barnes is the one. Yeah. Matt Barnes is slowly becoming that new media interviewer GOAT.
Yep. I agree.
Like, who else? Taylor Rooks does a great job.
Oh yeah,
she did a great job with the Allen Iverson joint. Like, just thinking about sports now, Taylor Rooks did a great job with the Allen Iverson junk. Maria Taylor is another
Taylor's
one.
Dope.
I remember I said that Deshaun Watson wasn't gonna get in trouble, and then he's gonna do a one-on-one interview with Maria Taylor. So that's how that's gonna work out. So I'm still waiting on that Deshaun Watson Maria Taylor interview.
Yeah.
I see DG said Domity in there. I'm not gonna be a homer and use Domity, but Domity is a great interviewer, and I feel like I was a part of that. So that's why I'm not gonna use Domity. I feel like I was a part of that. But yeah, in sports, like, those are cats, but like Matt Barnes is slowly becoming one of those joints. But then also as a duo, I like the Knuckleheads. Because it's so real and authentic.
Yeah.
It's real authentic. It's real Chicago too.
Yep.
Like, even with the first question is who the first person to bust your ass in the NBA.
That's a great starter question.
That's a great starter question, because then it opens it up. So like, but see, that's why, like, a lot of the people that I named are people that do stuff outside are not necessarily up in radio. And I'm not picking on people in radio. I'm not shitting on people in radio. I work in radio. It's just that it's more shitting on the process more than it is shitting on the person. Because the reason why the Breakfast Club interviews be so dope is because they film their shit a day before. A lot of radio stations bring you in and then you gotta film that shit and while the show is going on. If you film the shit the day before, give a chance for it to like cut what needs to be cut and all those shits and all of those things. Like you make sure that you keep your relationships and all of that. Make sure you ain't shitting nobody or whatever. But then you also giving you a longer interview. Yeah. Like I'm not getting no 10 to 15 minute interview. I'm actually getting a chance to kick you with you. But most of the time in radio, it's like, yo, we're about to do this interview. We're about to do this interview and this break is 5 minutes long. You don't really get shit. And I think more than ever, and I had told this artist that this before, and he passed away recently. Matter of fact, it was the artist who ended up being immortalized in the club. The rapper from the DMV. He was interviewed by my girl, and the interview was really dry. Shouts out to Little Bacon Beth. She's another one that's real dope. That's a young person that's real dope on the interviews.
And shout out to she just came across my radar too, Ashley Moss for Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, she's dope too.
She's dope too. So
and I see DG say Carlos Miller. I can't even say what I wanted to say. I can't say it out in public. But let's just say I wanted him in a certain position because to me he's the best interviewer on 85 South, and like he's the best interviewer out of all of them. Bar none, but there's some stuff that I just can't say because I don't want nobody to listen and be like, so because some people do listen to the pod, it turns out. But anyway, I told this cat, what's your story? I asked him, what's your story?
Hey, Nick Cannon give good interviews too. I was watching the Nick Cannon show. Nick Cannon show on the show on TV was decent though. Decent. Go ahead.
But nah. But I like when he with the group of people more than it is like one-on-ones. But anyway, David Letterman is my favorite interviewer of all time. David Letterman to me is the interview GOAT. If you watch them joints on Netflix too, watch the show. Go back and watch clips of the NBC version of the show. Watch the CBS show with his interviews. Watch the Netflix joint. David Letterman is the greatest interviewer to me. Like if I wanted to be somebody, it's literally David Letterman.
Okay.
And Arsenio Hall is on the list as well because he gave GOAT interviews on the original Arsenio Hall show. But I digress. So it's all about how you tell a person's story. That's always how I interview folks. If you ever been in a room with me interviewing, I know DG has been in the room with me interviewing. There's a couple of people that might listen to the pod that I have interviewed, or they have seen me interview in person, not editing and let me watch this, but I'm talking about in person. I always told them, somebody got a story, I'm just trying to get that shit across. That's it, that's all. A lot of people that I was like, all of these people that I interviewed before they got famous and all that shit, that's how I learned that shit, because when I was interviewing all of these cats, they didn't know that person from a can of paint. So how do I get you to know who this person is? That's what I was interviewing for. I wasn't interviewing people to talk about how come you and such got a beef. And if that came across, that's cool. But I wasn't interviewing you for that. That wasn't the sole purpose of me interviewing you. By the time you left me, I wanted them to know a lot about you, more than they knew beforehand. Even when T.I. came in, like, everybody know who the fuck dude is, but I gotta be relatable to you. I talked about him in the big words. I talked about him being the new Bill Cosby. Did not know that the accusations was ever gonna pop up because he was the family man on TV too. And all of a sudden, people try, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I wasn't trying to go viral for shit. The one time that I went viral, I did not know that that shit was gonna happen. And I think if you come into an interview not trying to do that, but just have a dope ass, like just want to have a dope ass conversation with somebody, those are the interviews that I want to do. Those are the interviews that I want to watch. And that's another reason why I don't do a lot of interviews. Like, that's why I don't want to bring a lot of people on this platform
Mhm.
just to be like, let's do an interview. And it's got to be like a real dope ass reason why we having this conversation. When Jay Davis came on the show, Jay Davis got a dope ass TV show that
Mhm.
I think that could be really big for him. I want y'all to know about that shit and really learn about his story and shit. But if Jay Davis had a beef with Will Gates and shit, I'm not about to interview you just because of that. Like, this nigga got a beef with director Will Gates. Hey, come on, some dude. Let's talk about your beef. Like, nah, that's not me.
Yeah.
Like that's not me. So that's my spiel about like interviews and all that stuff. And if you ever watch some of my interviews, like between what I did at Wendy or listen to them from what I did at WendyCityUnderground.com to the what, which a lot of people liked, and hopefully one day me and Leon will get together and bring that shit back because I really wanted that to be like a late night talk show. I want that to be like my.
Look, I just because I was having like a moment. I was going through like all my cool hype radio posts and shit like that. And I remember when I used to post the what what I'm saying interviews on my blog, and I think it was one where you and Camp y'all did it was, and it literally was y'all was talking about something that we were just talking about right now. Like that shit aged
Who
perfectly.
was
You and
it?
Camp. You and Cam was talking about
The
something.
we were talking about the TV shows. That was the TV show shit.
Oh, the remake of TV shows. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we were
was
talking about
literally
TV shows and shit.
and TV shows that need to be rebooted or remade. And like, it's crazy that we literally have been talking about, what I'm saying, which joints need to be remade. And
Bang, it's been ahead of the curve. Look,
so
I get my
I
roll
remember
off.
that shit. I
I
was
get my
like,
roll.
damn. I was like, these niggas on point right now. Like this
Mike,
shit,
I get my roll off today.
look, that shit was crazy. That shit was like 6-7 years ago. Fam.
Longer than that, Mike. Longer than that, Mike. That's 10 years. That's 9-10 years. Look, Leon was doing that shit before Bleacher Report, and all the people was doing that shit with the superimposing people shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll say it. Bang has always been ahead of the curve. Sometimes too far ahead of the curve, but always been ahead of the curve. I've been ahead of the curve. Cam from the port been Cam from the port been ahead of the curve. Leon, Mudwing Media been ahead of the curve. We, in some cases, have been ahead of the curve. We have. I will, and being that this is the last pod before 40, I can say that we have been ahead of the curve. That's something that I know I don't talk a lot of. I don't humble brag a lot, but I humble brag on that.
Yeah.
I have been, for the most part, been ahead of the curve, and I've been talking about a whole bunch of shit before other people have talked about it. I just have never been in a position to capitalize off of it. At the same time, look,
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. It is what it is, but can't nobody say Bang be known is technically old. Just know that. And again, like one day, once things get straight, we gonna bring back the what. If Leon want to bring it back, because it's 50% his.
Mm-hmm.
So I always said that the what is 50% his. So if he wants to bring it back, I'll definitely bring it back, and we'll make sure it work. And then we'll really get on our square. And the way that I've grown between then and now, I think it'd even be better.
Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons why my goal in life was to be a late night talk show host. And I wish I was popping enough to take James Corden's spot on the Late Show, because I swear it'll definitely be lit, especially if Leon has something to do with it. Let's go ahead and go into let's talk about this Young Thug shit. Young Thug Gunna was among 28 people who were indicted on Rico charges yesterday. It's funny because they was talking to the DA, and the DA brought up somebody asked why Jack Harlow was not in the indictment. Just like,
Funny as hell.
like, why are we? What happened? What's going on with Jack Harlow?
Leave that white boy alone, man. He
Leave
out
him
here.
alone.
He out here promoting his album right
Yeah,
now.
the album is just decent to me. It's not like the first
no,
one.
hey, no, hold on. We didn't even go that far.
But
I get this out the way right now. Album Huff.
Let's see.
It's Huff, and I love his first album.
Yeah, I think
first album was fire.
I think
he dropped the ball on this one.
I think the first album was hard to top.
I want to like this album so bad. Man. I'm trying, but when I gotta try to like it, it ain't it. But
you right.
But go ahead, continue.
But man,
apparently Jack Harlow is affiliated, or he had a
no. It was a joke, fam. Somebody was just fucking around.
Okay,
and everything. But the DA didn't know. She just kept going with the question.
Okay.
But let me ask you. I mean, I'll ask you a question. Like, is it time for rap to be scared of the law?
Yeah, of course. Yes, they should be scared. But you know what, Bang? Some might be a little more conservative and switch up the lyrics and change the way they shoot in these videos. But others aren't. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see much of a change. We might. I don't know. It might be a 50-50. But at the end of the day, this is just another one of those cases where keeping it real goes wrong. Keeping it real goes wrong. It can be as cliche as possible. Keeping it real goes wrong. Play stupid games, win stupid awards. Hey, you do the crime, do the time. This is cliche as it can get, fam. These niggas fucked up.
I'll say this though. I'll say this about Gunna. Like, Thug, I think after reading the documents, I think Thug might be in trouble. And I'm not acting like I know anything other than some of the little things we know. But going far back is Lil Wayne's tour bus being shot up by a Young Thug associate.
Bro, you might can say that's when it really niggas was like.
That's what I told my man Brian Crawford.
Okay.
I said that he been being watched since then because he's an associate of anytime somebody's associate of you and you famous and they do something stupid, the eyes on you forever.
Facts.
Eyes on you forever. But then when you look at the documents and everything like that, man,
it's the type of shit that you see in TV shows and movies.
This is the type Rico. To me, Rico means snitch.
Shit.
When they put a Rico charge and they bring a whole bunch of people in,
somebody told on you.
They either know already, or they trying to get somebody to tell on you, and you better hope that your team is straight. But when they said that, allegedly Young Thug tried to have YFN Lucci killed, that's another thing. Bruh. See, it's another one. Because who did YFN used to date?
Lil Wayne's daughter.
Man.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. I'm not saying that the two is connected at all. I'm just saying, damn. Come on. What a coincidence.
Come on. But I don't know how true this is, but I read that YFN Lucci has something to do with Young Thug's baby mama getting killed.
Now,
I don't know if that's street gossip or somebody just threw that out there.
See, it's a lot of stuff.
But I read that though.
Right. It's a lot of stuff with all of that shit. I'm just saying, like, that part of it is like, damn. You reportedly tried to get Wayne shot, then you try to fuck up an ex while he's in jail. Shit, what? Is you really still cool? Like you still really like Wayne or what? What the fuck is going on? But so here's my thing, right? And I think this is very important to note. When we grew up, even though like gangs and all that shit is everywhere, when it came to music, we wasn't really thinking about Atlanta about gang shit. We wasn't. We wasn't like the Dungeon Family is like GDs. We wasn't saying that shit. Like we wasn't like no Dungeon Family is full of vice lords. We wasn't saying that at all. As the years progress, and I'm gonna shout out Chicago here. And that 2012, 2013 shit, You know, a lot of the shit that we saw coming from us now, everybody wanted to be a part of gang shit. We talked about on the podcast how all of a sudden there was a whole bunch of Bloods and Crips and GDs in New York. It was like, when the fuck did that happen? Like, New York wasn't really like it was crews, not gangs. You know what I'm saying? Um, Atlanta, living in Atlanta, I will never forget when we was living in Atlanta in 2004 and Katrina happened and we was on the MARTA on the train and this dude looked at me, Cam, my nigga Roger, and his brother, and he knew he wasn't from here. And he proceeded to tell us about how these New Orleans cats came to Atlanta and they told I think he said they was in zone 6 and said they told these cats, if y'all ain't off the block in a week, it's gonna go down on the block. And he said them dudes was off the block in 3 days. Yeah, we is people that's wild in Atlanta, but I didn't see gang shit again. Crews, homies, the blocks. Chicago, LA, gang shit.
Gang shit.
Everybody start moving to Atlanta and everybody want to be gang shit. Everybody want to be a Blood. Everybody want to be a Crip. Everybody want to be GD.
I didn't really like. It was one point in time that I didn't even know that Bloods and Crips was like out. I didn't know they had Bloods and Crips outside of LA.
Yeah, I knew that shit because if I go out of town, I remember going to Mississippi and seeing a 5-point star, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What? I saw 5-point star. I saw four corner hustlers symbols. And I saw one small G sign. And I was like, damn. But then you got to remember, like, a lot of people move back and forth. Went to Memphis. I saw a lot of Vice Lords out there. And I was like, oh, damn, they out here. I saw all that shit, right? But even in the music, I wasn't like, yo, it's a whole bunch of Vice Lords now. Like, I wasn't listening to 8Ball and MJG and being like, oh, okay. It's just like Orange Mound. You know, I wasn't listening to, some of these artists and being like, oh, okay, it's a whole lot of gang shit up in this shit. Right. They might rap a bit, like a little bit, but it wasn't like, when they tried to throw, when they threw Sibo in jail, y'all go look that up. When they threw Sibo in jail on the West Coast because he was rapping, that wasn't going on where people was getting arrested for lyrics and all of this shit. But Sibo West Coast. Down south, we knew what the hell was down there, but you really didn't hear within the music. Now, Atlanta, all of a sudden, every zone is a gang and everybody's a Blood and all these shits. And everybody is doing these things. So to me, this is a day of reckoning for Atlanta more than anything. Because
let me say this too. It's like, so with Thug, it's like when you rapping about this shit, it's like we know, like we've heard lyrics from our favorite artists when they rap about shit, and you know what I'm saying, and they bring it up in like interviews and they say, well, we wasn't probably necessarily affiliated with this kind of things. These are things that we probably saw in our hood, and we're telling a story. But it's one thing, obviously, we can't. I'll use Jay-Z for an example. Jay-Z might say something about a gun or something like that, or drugs in his songs. But have you ever seen Jay or can affiliate Jay to anything in his past back then? Like when you with Thug, when you're involved in certain shit, when your name is being brought up in Lil Wayne's bus being shot up, fam, and then other boys, like you renting a car,
don't forget Jay-Z and
Well, yeah, it's okay.
Nas in the bottle.
But see, this is different. Like, but with these charges that's being brought up, fam, it's just the dots of being connected from so many years back. And then when you go back and then you listen to the lyrics, which they are watch the video.
You're telling the story in the lyrics. It's like at some point, but you got that shit from drill era.
Jay and them niggas wasn't doing that shit. They wasn't that careless. This is very careless and reckless.
Jay rapped about the unshit when he was telling everybody he was not guilty, and then brought that bitch back up.
Yeah.
I think in Blueprint 2.
Yeah, Blueprint 2.
The song before Somehow, Some Way, and said he just scratched them. That's it.
Mhm.
Ah, scratch. You know, but y'all doing
These niggas,
drive-bys and telling everybody you did a
these
drive-by.
niggas, bro. When he go back, and then they said one of the songs that they used to incriminate Thug was "Ski." So I had to listen to it again, which I listened to Thug whole verse.
And we can't play it because we on YouTube and Twitch. So
Yeah.
just go listen to it.
But right at the end, he just says like right at the end of his verse. His whole verse was smooth until he said it. He said one thing at the end, and I was like, "Damn."
See?
I can understand why, I'm not gonna repeat it on here, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you go listen to Ski, you can hear the last bar of that Young Thug verse. And
that's what happened.
really,
But yeah, I think it's a day of reckoning for Atlanta. And I think every city has it. And I think all these conversations about how long Atlanta having and all that is almost like Rome. Like, the empire is bound to be destroyed. So I'm interested to see how Atlanta deals with this. Here's why I say it's a day of reckoning for Atlanta. Because Atlanta definitely has went from the Outcasts and the Goody Mobs and all of those things and the home of LaFace Records to the Gucci Manes and the Jeezys and the trap basically trap. And it's not like T.I. was identifying gang shit. Jeezy was on his BMF shit.
hey, but let me say this though. So look, go with Tip. When you say Tip, I remember this shit so vividly when he got arrested right before the BET Award. But I think it was the BET Hip Hop Award, the Hip Hop Awards.
The Guns in Walmart.
Guns, yeah. But he had a song on that album with Busta Rhymes and Alpha Mega, the Hurt record. The Hurt. Like that song right there was so incriminating. Did you listen to Tip verse on that shit, bro?
Yeah, it's like
I ain't never heard a Tip use that many gun references in one song. Yes, we gonna arrest you, bro.
Arrest you, fam. We gotta go ahead and mark that on the board. But yeah, it's so much stuff going on, man. Where I think it's like a day of reckoning where if this shit touches Thug, it wouldn't shock me if it touches other people. You can even go back with Jeezy and the shit with him and Gucci and how a couple of people died within that shit, but it didn't end up like this. And I think everything that's happened after Outkast, I think everything that's happened within the trap era, and then these young cats coming up into the trap era has led to where we are right now. Because what happened is especially when Atlanta blows up, everybody wants to move where? Because they think if they move there, they could get on quicker. Everybody moves to Atlanta. I know for a fact Atlanta folks was not feeling everybody moving down there. So now you going up against this person. Now everybody want to feel like they need to click up because everybody bringing their gang up. And now we this gang, now we that gang, now we this crew, now we doing music. Everything is up in that gang, especially after you see the drill era. What happens then after that is now you get a black female. Now years later, you get a black female as a man. And that black female is cool. And she's now cool with all of some of these rappers and everything. But now these other people think, oh, man, we got carte blanche to do this because Atlanta is real black. Ain't nothing going to happen. But then they're not taking into account of political season. And not taking into account that people are trying to do certain things to move their career upwards. And if it's fuck you, it's fuck you. And that DA is trying to move her career up. It's political season right now. With this Young Thug thing, this is very big for the state of Georgia, the city of Atlanta, to arrest one of your biggest artists on a Rico charge. And if that shit sticks, that's a big feather on your cap to those white people out there in Georgia and those white people in the city of Atlanta. Now you could take that shit and you could go be the attorney general of here, there, run for mayor, be a governor, all that shit. Because you put a whole bunch of shit on your belt. And right now, one of the biggest exports coming out of Atlanta is what? Rap music. It ain't drugs. It's rap music. And all of your rappers, or most of your rappers that live in Atlanta, even the transplants, are known about what? This ain't Andre 3000. This ain't Big Boy. Killer Mike is one of the good ones.
Yeah, even though his name is Killer Mike.
Even though his name is Killer Mike, he's one of the good ones. And he was trying to tell folks like, yo, boom, 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 hey. When the whole thing about Vaughn getting shot and everything. I remember being on Clubhouse and cats like, man, take that shit back to where you from. We don't do that shit in Atlanta. Well, shit, yes, the fuck you do. Because according to the documents, Young Thug has been a part of that shit for a while. And you know who they want to put in jail? They want to put Thug in jail. The same, if this shit happened in New York, they've done it in New York. They've definitely done it in Chicago. They've done it in LA. Atlanta, you the biggest city in the world when it comes to this rap shit. Guess whose turn it is? Mm-hmm. Y'all have fun with that shit. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen afterwards. But every big city, when it comes to their rap shit, has dealt with what Atlanta is about to deal with. Houston, Jay Prince, all the bullshit that they tried to do with Jay Prince. All right, it's your turn. Like the same shit. Florida, shit. Uncle Luke, you could almost say he was the beginning of this. Because the FBI and the CIA and Reagan, they was all on his ass all over censorship. Mm-hmm. Atlanta, it's your turn.
Well, you can really say this. You can really say this Atlanta's second go around, but not, you know what I'm saying?
No, not like this.
With DJ Drama, you know what I'm saying? DJ Drama got hit with the Rico too, but it's bootlegging though.
They mad because he's bootlegging music.
It don't matter.
That was the music industry mad at him for bootlegging music. Bootlegging music and shooting people are two different versions of Rico.
Facts.
So they was trying to get him on mob shit when it comes to that without shooting people. It's like, oh man, we getting money. Oh, we getting money in these records. Yeah. The label ain't getting no money. Yeah. Oh man, no, this is Young Thug is out here trying to assassinate people. They got Young Thug out here looking like he's Don Corleone and shit.
But to also piggyback right back off your question, like, is the music scene gonna change? And I said possibly, but I also said possibly not, because obviously these rappers, they're bold enough to shoot these videos. It ain't even really about the music, yo. You can rap about whatever the fuck you want to rap about. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. You can literally, you know what I'm saying, basically just like, hey, this is my story. This is what I'm telling. This is what I see. But when you shoot the visuals, I think the visuals is like everybody clout, bro. Clout is a dangerous drug, bro. It's dangerous. And y'all trying to get the clout when y'all have all of these videos with these guns, bro. And like, these guns I know for a fact all these guns y'all got, bro, shit ain't registered, fam. Can't be possibly registered. I don't know. I'm saying, my educational guess is that these are registered firearms that y'all flashing in these videos, bro. And it's so incriminating and so stupid. And to this day, I still don't understand. I will never understand how these videos are being shot and y'all are okay and cool with, you know what I'm saying, flashing these shits like that, bro.
That, man, pray for the videographer, G.
That's what bro. I be saying that too. I be like, yo.
Man, that's why, man, would you direct some videos? No. I will say this, though, before we move on, man. Before we move on, I'm just going to say this, man. In a minute, we going to start getting kid and play shit back. All right, I'm just gonna let you know this now. It's gonna be a lot of fun in the rap, fam. We're gonna get a lot of kid and plays. We're gonna get a lot of Kwame's.
We finna get more dance videos.
We're about to go get Dan. The TikTok rappers is about to pop up now. Cause in a minute, man, look, and another thing, this is probably even better. Cause if the rumors around Gunna and Chloe Bailey was true and they was dating. Ain't they no more.
It's a wrap, baby. Drop that ball.
No more. You think Beyonce won't, little Beyonce, to be out here dating you? Like, nah, bro. You gotta get your stuff together, fam. Damn. You drop the whole ball, fam. Chloe is about to move on from you because Beyonce and them is like,
But apparently Gunner didn't get locked up though.
Not yet. He got one charge.
But that's, I think enough. He guilty by affiliation.
Bro, that's enough.
Shit.
That's enough for Beyonce and company. That is enough. Hey, Chloe. Nah.
I hope he hit it though.
Come on, man.
I hope he hit it though.
Don't say that, fam. She's one of the nicest celebrities I've ever met in my life.
Gunna, I hope you hit it, bro.
And this was years ago.
It's over for you.
I think she was like 18 or something, man. So I know how she looked. I can't fully get invested. Plus, I'm 40, so it make me feel like it would make me feel like an old nasty dude. Like, oh man, that new Chloe video. God damn.
Lord have mercy. I'm 5 years under you, so I'm
Yeah, you
no.
5 years under me, so
I hope you hit it, bro.
I can't do it. I feel bad, but either way it go, man. Gunna ain't got it. He ain't got it no more. We won't see them anytime soon together.
Yeah.
Beyonce like, nah, you not about to mess this up, Gunna. And DGG, I think he might get fucked up by guilty by association.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't need these like DDG is like low on the totem pole anyway, so it's like we don't need you accidentally shooting up the club and messing up everything. So nah,
Yeah.
we don't need that. Kevin Samuels, passed away. He's gonna be on Atlanta, the episode of Atlanta tonight,
Okay.
posthumously. However you say that shit.
Okay. I gotta watch last week's episode because I haven't watched. I'm gotta catch up.
I gotta watch the episodes.
Okay, you
I'm
behind.
not. I'm behind the whole season, so.
Oh, you haven't watched any of the episodes this season?
I've not watched. No, I watched the episode with the black boy and the with the lesbian adoption.
Oh, you watched episode 1.
Yeah, episode
That's
1.
it.
That's it.
Oh, you way behind, buddy.
That's
Okay.
it. And people been killing this season too.
No, this season fire.
I'm just saying people been killing it. I don't know.
No.
But Kevin Samuels.
You appreciate it. You appreciate it.
But Kevin Samuels died, man. 56 years old. Kevin Samuels be on IG Live and YouTube telling the women and men.
56?
He was only 56.
Hey,
Jack.
I thought he was younger than that.
Nah, he was 56, Jack. And all of the women and has been happy that he's died. I will never be a person that is ding dong, the witch is dead. Like the only time I'm gonna sing that song is Wizard of Oz.
When the Wizard of Oz is on.
When it on. But I don't play with death, man. I don't be like, yo, I'm glad that person dead. Hey. They was talking all this shit because simply that's what upsetted me. That's what made me upset about this whole Kevin Samuels shit.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I'm not taking up for Kevin Samuels. I am not a card-carrying member of the Kevin Samuels fan club. There's some things that I understood. There's some things that I was like, oh, you wow, fam. And I took the time sometimes to not only watch the clips, but to actually like listen to dude.
And before you go ahead, I've never really watched a full interview, buddy. And
I've only
seen clips, and I've only seen wild clips of Buddy.
Yeah,
any clip that I ever came across of dude, it was some wild shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to say he meant well. I don't even want to go that far. Like, yo, he meant well. You know what I'm saying? But he was just being real.
I didn't see any thought-provoking clips, anything that was like, yeah, he spit.
You ain't see none of the good shit.
Nothing informative.
Children, hold on to your dreams. No, stop fucking with them bitches. Like,
only thing I saw was wild shit. But proceed, bang.
But stop fucking with them bitches. Like, this nigga Kevin Samuels could have been on that mark. Like, you know what? Children, hold on to your dreams. Believe in love. Let love be the light to show you the way. You know, it could have said that. All we saw was fuck these hoes, get money. You know what I'm saying? These bitches fat anyway. Like, that's all you heard. I feel you. But Kevin Samuels died reportedly of a heart attack. Reportedly fucking too. I don't know how true that is. You know, yeah. Apparently,
what a way to go out, bro.
Reportedly, apparently he died in cat. You know what I'm saying? If there's a way to go, it might be the way to go. I don't know. I'm still here. I don't even know if that's really the way you want to go. Like you long stroking and you just she think you coming and shit. And you like, no, my chest. My chest. Yeah, daddy, get it. Bitch, I'm dying.
Oh my god!
I'm dying. Get the aspirin. Oh, daddy, get it.
That makes me only think about that. So he wasn't married, right?
No, he was not married. He was divorced, I think, twice or something like that.
Okay. But anytime I think of a scenario like that, is an older man being married to a younger woman and she trying to collect a life insurance policy.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the only thing I go.
But reportedly, Kevin Samuels died in cat.
Okay.
He was 56 years old. A lot of women that I saw on my social media timeline, I don't know about nobody else's, but a lot of women that I saw on the timeline that spoke about it, spoke gleefully about the death of a man. And what irritated me is you didn't have to watch. You didn't have to watch. If you agreed or disagreed, I'm just not a fan of being happy somebody died.
That shit is weird.
That's weirdo shit to me. And what's crazy is it could be your worst. Donald Trump could, God forbid, because I don't want that on me, but Donald Trump can drop dead today. I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm glad he out of here. I'm just gonna be like, damn, that's fucked up, and move on. Like, there's definitely something you could say about somebody who you didn't like that died. I'm gonna be 40 next week. Yes, there are people that are no longer here that I just did not fuck with. And if I saw them died, or like if my folks, because I mean, I hate to say it, but it's a couple of my mom's friends who died, and she called me and was like, man, such and such died.
He's like, damn.
Oh man, I was like, oh damn, that's fucked up.
Fucked up.
That's it. That's your line. That's fucked up.
So what's for dinner?
Right. It wasn't for cooking tonight. What you mean I'm cooking? Such and such died. Oh well, shit. I'll just go.
That's cool. What time you need me to drop Trey off?
Right. When the funeral, I'll take you to the funeral. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yo, God, this bitch used to get on my. I hate used to going over her house. I'm never gonna do that, because that's, to me, once you dead, you can't defend yourself. Once you dead, the fight is over. That's probably the big one. When that person's dead, the fight is over. We ain't got to tussle no more. And I'm not gonna gleefully cheer that you've died, because if that's the case, I should have killed you in the first place. Like, that's what I think of it. If all of y'all hated that man so much that he died and y'all happy about it, you should have just went on and did the job before he died in some cat. That's how I think about it. Did Kevin Samuels say some things that I didn't agree with? He said some things that I just was like, he going too far. But he did say some things like, I'll get it. And here's the crazy part, and this is about to sound very disrespectful, and I mean it to be very disrespectful. A lot of these women who was mad are the same women that was shitting on niggas in their 20s, using the same shit that Kevin Samuels was saying. The same shit that Kevin Samuels was saying, you were saying in your damn 20s as a woman. I'm not about to date him. He this, he that. He ain't got no money. He's not no high quality man. He fat. That's why when somebody said that shit on my timeline, I forgot who it was, but I know it was one of the homies, so it wasn't really disrespectful to her because we met later in life, but she didn't know me when I was. So it wasn't really disrespectful to her, but she said something like, yeah, you're not in the dating pool. Fam, you try being a fat nigga, a single fat nigga in your 20s, and you going up to some girl and like, yo, sure, your breath smell good, your hair nice, you just got a haircut, you got the curl fro, you got a nice little button up.
Is that something you would say to a girl?
Wait a minute. Let me throw that out there for you, Mike, because this is sensitive to me.
That's a compliment, bro.
Wait a minute.
Damn, girl, your breath smell good.
No, I'm just saying. Imagine Bang, or any man. You just got out the barbershop. You got the curl fro. It's looking good. Everything nice. You got the fresh little button up and shit. You got the jeans. It's the 2000s. So you got your Havana Joe's on. You smelling good. You at boutique. You ready. And you got money in your pocket to buy whatever. But you ain't trying to let it be known. You ain't trying to act like motherfuckers in your pocket. You see a young lady and she looking nice. Oh shit, all right, let me go ahead. All right.
For the record, I've never done this before.
Yeah, personally, I don't even think I can do it. You see how halfway do it.
I've never done that before ever in my life.
But then you go over there and you just want to start some small talk to kick it off. And the bitch look at you talking about some, get your fat ass away from me. No, don't fuck with no fat niggas. Oh, what, bitch? What? Bitch, what? You go get a bottle now, was all of a sudden, hey, I knew you was fam. We ain't on that shit. The same women that's mad at Kevin Samuels is that woman dissing somebody because they wasn't as attractive or they were, bigger than what they used to. But them also the same women that now in their 30s and their 40s, and now since they fell off a little bit, had a couple of kids or two or three or four or five, and they used to be small back in the day. Now they big as shit. Mm-hmm. And now they single because they got 5 kids by 3 different niggas. And they wonder why no nigga want to holler at them.
Yeah.
That's who Kevin Samuels was talking about. That's that same person who thought they was the shit in their 20s and let niggas named Daryl and Lil John nutting you and get you pregnant.
Facts.
And now you got 5 kids by 2 different niggas who don't want nothing to do with you. And they out in Beloit, Wisconsin at a nice little house with a white girl. That's the same nigga. The same nigga who nutted in you. Who you saw in the club, and he was so cool. And he looked so good. And man, he was my type. Now your ass got 5 kids by 2 different niggas. And now you want to expand your dating pool. And you know what? Big niggas is in style now. They look good. Oh, man, in my 20s, I definitely wouldn't have dated this nigga. But now I'm 38. And a lot of niggas ain't checking for me.
Yeah.
So I know this big nigga might like me. Hey, baby, let's go to Harold's and let's go get some chicken and come back and watch a movie. Damn the people that Kevin Samuels was talking about. Mm-hmm. He wasn't talking about you women that had your shit together.
Yeah.
He's talking about the women that don't get their shit together. And there's a lot of y'all. And on the flip side, he's talking about the niggas too. I used to be a man that Kevin Samuels would talk about. Living on the couch of my folks' crib. Making less than $30,000 a year. All that shit. But I had a dream. But I was the same person at one point. Mm-hmm. But I got my shit together. I didn't need Kevin Samuels to tell me. But when he'll say some shit, I'll be like, damn, shit, he talking about me. I will. Kevin Samuels said a couple of shits in his rants to some of the men he was talking to. He said some shit that I was like, oh, you got a point there. Mm-hmm. Because, man, I was definitely on bullshit at a time of my life when I didn't have all my shit together, but yet I was acting like I had my shit together. And, yeah, I probably would have took his advice back then. Yes, there's some shit that Kevin Samuels said that I was like, damn, that was me at some point in my life. Now, he could have found a better way of saying it. But shit, sometimes you need to hear it in that way. I'll be honest with you, man. I think some of the women just didn't want that mirror put in their face like that. Now, there are some women, some with their shit together, who heard it and was like, oh, man, that's not the way. That shit ain't cool, fam. And I get that. But again, you could turn that shit off.
Yeah.
Do-we? But no, you sat there and watched it. And then watched it more, and then got enraged, and more enraged, and more enraged, and more enraged, and now all of a sudden you fuck him, and now he's dead, and you're like, yes, he's gone. He was never talking to you in the first place. And I think that's what we got to do a better job at. If somebody's saying some shit, and you don't agree with it, he's probably not talking about you in the first place. Move the fuck on. Keep scrolling. But if he caught your attention, be very, very clear. Yeah. He might have said some shit that hit. Mm-hmm. And it might hit you small, it might hit you hard, but hit dogs holler.
Yeah.
And I think he hit a lot of hit dogs. And for somebody, it's for some people to say how a lot of people didn't mess with him. That man had 1.4 million followers on YouTube alone. Mm-hmm. Somebody was messing with him. And that's why I don't believe it. Like when people say, man, it's karma. When it's karma that he gone, it's karma that he dead. Bruh, how was it karma? Do you think God believe the same thing you believe in?
Mm-hmm.
Let's be clear. Read the Bible, fam.
Yeah.
We not supposed to have premarital sex. You go fuck some dude that you ain't married with. Is it karma that you died in a car accident because you went to go get some dick? No. Is it karma that you cussed somebody out? Stole from somebody?
We sin every day.
We sin every day. Why is it karma? Because this dude is on video in front of a microphone on YouTube. Why is it karma now? But was it karma when you went and go got some dick and you ain't married? And apparently that's one of the 10 commandments. And you continually do it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been with this nigga for 10 years and y'all ain't got married yet. And he keep dicking you down. And he don't want to marry you. Like this is not even a common law situation.
Yeah.
He is continually telling you, no, I don't want to get married to you. Like, nah, I like everything the way that it is. Like this, this is not you don't know his password to his phone. You don't know the social security number just in case shit go wrong. Y'all just been fucking for 10 years and you happy that Kevin Samuels is dead and you calling it karma. That don't make no sense to me, Mike. If it was all about karma, we all be dead for something. Chill out on that.
Yeah.
That's too celebratory. I'll use a word that I think I made up. Too much of a celebration using the word wrong.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, we should all drop dead about something karma related.
Yeah.
He died. It was unfortunate. Move on. If you didn't like Buddy, nobody told you to like him. And nobody told you to watch. Nobody told you to subscribe. Nobody told you to send no hate mail.
Yeah.
But to use stuff like it's karma that a man died, to me is a bit much. I could dislike somebody and still be like, damn, that's fucked up.
Fucked up.
And move on. And what's crazy is that's fucked up is general.
Mm-hmm.
And it save you from a lot. It's just, to me, not karma that somebody died. And that is unfortunate. I can now, some of those people that say some of the things that he talked about, it turns out that part of that was him. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Because to keep it a buck, I mean, if that's the way he died, and if it's reported that he was popped, the pockets was popped, but yet he telling women on social, that they need that they need somebody that makes this and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's hypocritical. If he's not that, I can't see that being the case, because if you have a certain amount of followers on YouTube, I think you should be drawing in just a little bit more than having just $1,000 in the bank. I'm not saying you should be a millionaire, but you should be able to capitalize off of that. But maybe he was enjoying the fruits of his labor and just spending it and blowing it. Either way it go, even if that's the case, he was probably living the life of somebody that he was preaching to not get.
Right.
And that would be hypocritical.
Yeah.
I could still say that and be like, man, that's fucked up. You died. Shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
You ain't told no lie, my boy.
Damn, that's fucked up. Man. Shit, can you give me a 6-piece at the house? You ain't see me say shit about fuck that nigga. He deserved to die. He evil. Because you know what, Mike? You know who got called evil one day? By a woman? Me.
Woman called you evil?
Woman called me evil.
How can a woman call you evil and your first, your first compliment to them is that they breath smell good?
In front of Miriam, I did not tell a woman that her breath smelled good. I'm just saying, I said my breath smelled good. when I walked over there.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you
Uh-huh.
walked up to a woman and said, "Damn, girl, your breath smell good."
Yeah, now I'm not getting no pussy from her if that's the first thing I say. If I walk up to a woman, the first thing I say, man, baby, your breath smell
Damn, baby, your breath
good.
smell good.
You should suck my
Which
dick.
that sounds like some shit Kevin Samuel would say. Goddamn it.
But nah, man, it was and Miriam could vouch about this because we talk about it all the time. My cousin Sam Silk did a panel. It was me, Monique Spence, Beyonce Fox, and Sam Silk. Sam Silk hosted the show, and I was on the panel with Beyonce and Monique Spence, and Miriam went with me. And I think it was at the President's Lounge. And we were talking on the. I was on the panel and I was talking, and I said something about women need to do a better job at meeting men halfway in relationships. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think some women need to do a better job at that. Like it's not all about courting. If you know you like this dude, why are you waiting? Why are you courting him? Well, why are you making him court you and you know you like him? Get past all of that. See if y'all gonna be compatible. And I also said that women got to do a better job at shooting their shot. And I think women don't understand the beauty in shooting your shot. There's a beauty in a woman shooting a shot at a man. And I probably would not be married to Miriam right now. She didn't shoot her shot. And you too.
That's facts.
Like
my wife shot her shot at me.
Shoot, ladies. And that's what I was talking about. It's a beauty in shooting your shot at a man. It really breaks down a lot of barriers because we be knowing what we want, and then sometimes it make us go, "Oh, damn, she ain't bullshitting." And most of the shot shooting, I know, they still married and happily. I say all that to say, I said all of those great things, Mike. And Miriam said, "Come here." I said, "Well," I said, "This lady's mad at you. You said something." So I was like, "Yo, what's good? What did I say wrong?" Man, you know, you ain't nothing but like them ain't shit niggas that's out here in the world anyway. Think you got all the answers and all that stuff. I said, "Man, I don't think that. I just stay true to my word. If you see a man and you like him, send him a drink, send him something. No wink at him. Do something. Don't wait till that man. Don't sit there and think that if this man got to walk up to you, even if he's giving you every sign, he got to court you.
Yeah.
At some point, all that courting shit need to stop. We all grown here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know niggas like you. You the devil. You ain't nothing but the devil. And she looked at me and like, yeah, see, niggas like him, he the devil. And I was like, damn, she don't know that she talking to my girlfriend? Saying that I'm the devil?
Yeah.
And everything that I'm saying is what she did.
Yeah.
Man, Miriam was like, oh, he the devil, huh? She's like, yeah, it's niggas like him. His fat ass. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I was fat in that thing. I was a fat devil.
Damn.
I was a fat devil.
I'm just waiting on you to tell me Miriam turned up on her.
No, we was laughing.
Oh, okay.
We was laughing at her because she didn't know I was about to go have sex after that. I'm about to go do it after that, fam. We gonna laugh at you. We're gonna have sex, drink, and laugh. Like this bitch thought you was the devil.
Unfortunately, it's still women out here that still like think traditionally.
Bruh, them women suck, man. Them women suck, man. Shouts out to my girl Crystal. She's out in LA right now. But she be on Instagram with a boy series, and she openly be like, "Yo, ladies, if you like somebody, like if you like a dude, fam, send him a drink. Send him a drink. Hey, this is from me. How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, fam? Like that. I'm not saying women should do that all the time, but I'm telling you, man, it'd be a better world if a woman really start shooting they shot a little bit more, G. To me, you see the little meme, the little tweet from the lady that said, that she shoot a shot. She shoot a shot by sending some chicken wings. The shit that Pat went viral for.
Yeah.
Man, boy, if I was single and a woman sent some chicken wings to me,
And a plate of wings. Oh yeah,
a plate of wings to my fat ass, boy, sit on my face, baby.
Stupid.
Sit on my face tonight. Well, you sent me 6 wings, mouse out. You knew. Did you tell them to fry it extra hard, man? What's your name?
Oh my
What's
god.
your name, baby? Where you from? Where you from? Man, go get the rubbers. I'm about to go get me a rubber, fam. Nigga, I'm about to leave. Where you about to leave for, man? This chick sent me some 6 wings. She about to go do it. I know it's a clear sign. Baby, you want to leave this place tonight? You want to go back to my place? I could doggy bag this real quick. Oh, man, what? Man, chick, man, look, Mike, if a woman sent you 6 wings, you single.
Oh,
and a woman sent you 6 wings, man, high level woman.
Top of the class right there, baby.
Top of the class. That's a high level woman. Telling you. It's not the drink, because she don't know what you drink. But everybody eat chicken wings, Mike. Everybody don't drink tequila, but everybody eat chicken wings, G. And if she went to the bar and was like, yo, send some wings down to the man over there. And then you just sitting there, you chilling, you with the homies and shit. Yeah. Hey, sir, some wings. I ain't ordered this shit.
Young lady down there.
Young lady down there.
She got you.
Hey, fellas, I'll be right back. Matter of fact, y'all can eat the wings. I'll be right back. Hey, how you doing? What's your name?
Yeah.
What made you give me some wings? No, just you was having a good time. Feel like needed some food. Finger food while you talking. You know what I'm saying?
It's a real one right there.
You want to get out of here? It's too noisy in here. Well, it's too noisy in here. I need some one-on-one time. Look, we probably married within a year. Look, just hope she ain't crazy and just setting me up for failure. Cause man, if I was single, boy, just go ahead and you send me some chicken wing. I'm fat too, Mike.
Hey,
Mike, fat ass. I probably just had a hard day at work.
Yeah.
And shit, and I'm chilling with the homies, and you brought some wings.
Get a 12 piece. Get a 12 piece.
Oh my god!
12 piece.
For you and the homies too. She reeled the homies in too. You just reeled the homies in too. Oh, Shorty brought that for you, and we all eating.
Yeah,
bro, go talk to her. Go see if she got any friends. She got any friends?
Facts.
Man, y'all got to stop playing around. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, man, hey, just respect the dead is my whole thing. And the thing is, you ain't gotta like people, but you can respect them. And I think death is the ultimate respect. So I don't think I've came across one person that if they died, I'd be like, it's lit out here.
Yeah.
She was on YouTube talking shit. Now she dead. Oh good riddance, ho. Like, what?
Nah, we ain't doing.
Because I guarantee you, if Kevin Samuels was a woman and a dude was like, yo, I ain't saying I'm happy she dead, but she sure was evil on YouTube talking all this stuff about men. Women would lose their goddamn minds, fam. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Respect women.
Yep.
That's what you should do.
Yep.
Respect women. I cannot believe you. You a devil. How you happy she's dead? She said a lot of real things to us women. Mm-hmm. She put us down, fam. She put us down. You men should be put down all the time because y'all niggas ain't shit. We'd be everything but a child of God if we wish somebody, if the female version of Kevin Samuels would be dead. That's dead ass. Yep. All right, man. Diddy, couple of quick joints, man. Diddy got a record label, a new one called Love Records.
Okay.
And it's all R&B.
Okay.
And it's his album is supposed to be released this summer. is supposed to be the lead off that. So we want to see R&B. Diddy love.
Um, I say this based off his R&B track list, based off his the list of artists that he's worked with, signed on the R&B side.
Yeah.
Hey, track record ain't too shabby now.
Yeah.
You got Mary, you got who you got? Total, got Faith Evans.
Man.
You got he did
What is Carl Thomas?
Carl Thomas.
What is the greatest R&B song in Bad Boy Records history?
Shit, I wish I never met her. That's easy.
That's the best one for you?
Maybe the best. That's like the most popular in Bad Boy. If you think about Bad Boy. But I'm going to tell you the worst one, though.
What's the worst one?
This is a hot take. This is one of the worst R&B songs ever.
Oh, wow.
Mario Winans. The Mario Winans record with Diddy.
What?
The one where he was like,
I don't want to know.
Yeah. That song is fucking horrible.
You ain't like that song? I mean, you can like what you want. I was just shocked.
What man is going to be cool with a woman? You can cheat on me, but don't tell me.
Please don't let it show.
Fuck that song, bro.
Because my heart can't take it. I just love that song.
He's telling his woman, you can continue to cheat just as long as I don't know about it.
I mean,
bro, what kind of pussy are you?
Bro? I mean, Mike. I don't.
No.
I get it.
Song. It's a good song. It was a.
I get what you're saying, but
I hate that song.
If you doing it, don't just let me find. Don't let me find out.
First of all, you making this song because you already know she's cheating.
That's true though. My bad. You right. You right.
So, but
you right.
My man don't want to leave his girl, but he cool with her cheating.
I just continue doing what you're doing. Just don't let me know what you're doing. Okay.
I can't take it anymore. Come on, bro.
Man,
bro. But I don't know though. You could say Carl. You could go to 112. DG said 112. 112.
My favorite is Kissing You Total.
Kissing You Total. I ain't mad at that.
Kissing You Total is a close number one.
Okay.
A close number one. Talk about Bad Boy here. You might have to put that in the group too.
I'm gonna have to go Carl Thomas, G.
My favorite. Oh, you know what? Nah. Faith Evans. Soon as I get home.
Soon as I get home, fire too. Soon
as I get home might be my favorite
Bad Boy
R&B record.
Okay.
And album, because that out. Ooh. Rest in peace, Chucky Thompson.
Yeah.
That Faith Evans joint, the first album.
Her first album,
Reasons, is a very Faith Evans' debut album is an album that don't get talked about enough.
Hot take.
It does not get talked about enough. There's not a whack song on that album to me. She sings her ass off. She got the remake, Love Don't Live Here Anymore, from front to back. Faith Evans' debut album does not get talked about enough. It is a classic to me, and man, they went ham on that album. One of the better R&B albums to me that I've ever heard. So I'm gonna always put that album on the pedestal. You should listen to that album if you haven't listened to it, and I guarantee you, there's a lot of people that didn't listen to that album in full.
You could say
that album's cold.
Faith Evans' first album was fire. You could say 112, Only You, with the remix, or with B.I.G.
Yep.
Shit. But to make my point, when it comes to Diddy and R&B, he don't really miss with the R&B.
He really don't.
And then he put out the Dirty Money album, which was, you want to talk about another underappreciated album.
Very unappreciated.
Underappreciated. Dirty Money. That album, that Last Train to Paris, a lot of R&B type records on there, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the R&B,
he don't miss.
Everybody he work with, he really don't miss. So when it comes to this, and him having an R&B label,
and when they leave him, they fall off. In a way.
So hey, when we get to this, hey, this is something I'm intrigued.
Because
I'm interested.
it's supposed to be an all R&B label.
I'm interested.
It's all about love. So
I'm wondering, is he gonna be? I didn't look at the details of
it's with
the
Motown.
article. So is it gonna be he looking for new artists, or he gonna be signing current artists?
Now that I don't know.
That's what I want.
I didn't read that part, but I know it's a joint venture with Motown. And his album is going to be the first off the label. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, throw that up in the group. I want to see the best, and I guarantee you're not going to be able to choose just one. The best R&B song from Bad Boy Records, not affiliated, not Puff produced it. You had to be signed to Bad Boy Records. What is that song? Also, Jokic for MVP.
Yeah. Congratulations to
I'm not mad at it. I would have picked Embiid as to being the MVP. The thing about Jokic is I understand that he was the only person on the team. I didn't really have that high hopes for Denver in the first place of MVP level stuff from Jokic. I figured this would be done. Like, I figured this would be the case. I didn't fit. They was a 6th seed, right?
Denver?
Yeah.
Denver ended
what
up
seed they was? Because they played
Golden State. Golden State was a 3 seed.
Yeah, they was a 6th seed. So, like, they were the 6th seed. Without them, that's what I thought they should be. It wasn't anything like wowing to me that they were the 6th seed, because with Jokic, I think that's what they would have been with just him. With Embiid, however, it was a lot of turmoil on that shit, and consistently he looked past it. Somebody said that they had 2 max players on there. I'm sorry, just because you're a max player, that don't mean you're supposed to be the best player. That's market. That's market value and all of that stuff. Tobias Harris got that money because it was like, yo, we don't want to lose you, but you still not one of these. Like, they didn't give Tobias Harris that money because he was a top 10 player. Like, when people look at contracts and everything, they just got to look at timing and money, but you know how people think. And then
blame Mike Conley for Tobias Harris getting that contract. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Mike Conley.
Mike Conley is the reason why subpar players get big contracts now. But I digress. Go ahead, though.
My man's 2 pods in a row. This man over here killing Mike Conley. But yeah, I just think 30 points per game. 30 points per game.
My man's had double
11 rebounds. He's averaged a double.
30 point, a lot of 30, but didn't he lead the league in like 30-point games and 40-point games this year, some shit like that?
Yep.
But look though, check this out. I think Jokic's MVP. I compare this one to the year that Russell Westbrook got it. Yeah. I think it's more so because he did a lot with a little. So I'm not mad. If Embiid won it, I'd be cool with it.
And I'm not mad. Yeah, I'm not mad that Jokic won.
I mean,
he won because of analytics, basically.
Okay.
And analytics wise, this is one of the best seasons ever. But yeah, I would have gave it to Embiid. But shouts out to Jokic and shouts out to Monty Williams for winning Coach of the Year. I would have gave it to, like, in this case too, even though they set a record and everything, nobody expected the Memphis Grizzlies to be where they at right now. And for Taylor Jenkins, a very unknown coach in some circles, to get them to what, the 2nd seed?
2nd seed.
Yeah, like that to me.
And you played a lot of games without your superstar and won a lot of games without your superstar.
Who's going to be out.
Yeah, and Denver, like, and from what I watched from that game last night, Memphis dropped the ball. They should have. If you had any chance of possibly making this series go 7, you gotta steal that game at home. They shit the bed, bro. Badly.
Yeah.
So with Monty Williams though, shout out to Jokic. If Joel Embiid would have won, I wouldn't have been mad at that either.
Right.
And then shout out to Monty Williams. I was gonna say, but Monty Williams is getting out coached right now. He's getting out coached by Jason Kidd right now. It looks like whatever it is, the adjustments that
the man that should have been the coach of the Lakers.
Jason Kidd after going down 2-0, they went home and they made the adjustments.
Yeah, by the man.
But Mighty Williams, they adjusted the shit.
Like I said, the man who used to be the coach of the Lakers.
They must have thought that, Luka was just gonna be the only one doing shit. Like, you ain't think all the other role players was gonna end up stepping up, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, yo, Monty Williams, get it together, bro. It's looking real shaky in Phoenix right now.
Again, by the man who should have been the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Jason Kidd, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Kidd.
He should have been the Lakers head coach. Lakers interviewed Darvin Ham, Mark Jackson, and Terry Stotts. Do you think any of them have a chance to be in the Lakers head coach?
Who was it? Mark Jackson.
Terry Stotts, who's the former head coach of the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
And they interviewed Darvin Ham.
Okay. I want to say that I would think they're going to interview more people, maybe.
Yeah.
You think? But
I'm just saying, do you think any of them have a chance?
If I say they pick anybody, they fuck around and pick Terry. I don't know. I want to see Mark Jackson. I would love to see Mark Jackson as the head coach. I think we all rooting for Mark Jackson, but I don't know, bro. I couldn't even tell you. We know Nick Nurse is out of the talk, so I don't really know, bro. I don't really know who's gonna get this job, bro. Honestly, I can't call it from here. I'm rooting for Mark Jackson.
I am too.
I'm rooting for Mark Jackson. Is he gonna get it? I don't know, but it's good to see that he's getting interviews though, because I don't even think he's been getting interviews like in the past.
He been getting interviews. Yeah, he been getting interviews. He got it. Okay. Yeah, he interviewed for the Kings job that went to Mike Brown. Yeah. So now he's been getting interviews. He just ain't been getting a job. And the Mike Brown shit, I expected him to go with Mike Brown.
Okay.
Yeah. Over there. And I think he's gonna get fired in 3 years. It's the Sacramento Kings, fam. I'm sorry. That's not the job to get. That's more of a job for Mark Jackson than it is for Mike Brown.
But he got a solid roster, though.
It's the Sacramento Kings, G. They ain't winning shit.
It might be the Golden State effect because Luke Walton went over there. You see what happened. He was under Steve Kerr. So Mike Brown's under Steve Kerr. I don't think it has anything to necessarily do with the Kings.
Another reason why why Mike Brown shouldn't have took that damn job. That's a get back in the league job, fam.
Yeah,
the Sacramento Kings are not one of those jobs where you're an assistant for the Golden State Warriors and you're like, man, I want to coach again. But take that job.
But what coach is not gonna want to prove us wrong, saying that they ain't gonna be shit in Sacramento? So
I get what you're saying. That's a job for Mark Jackson. That's a job. The Kings' job is a job for somebody that wants to get a second chance, or I'm a first-time head coach. I want to get that job. It's not a job for Mike Brown, fam. I would rather be an assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors than the head coach of the Sacramento Kings, fam. Being an assistant on that, the lead assistant at that, is a better job than being the damn head coach of the Sacramento Kings. But
Darvin Ham, I'll root for him too. Hey, I'm rooting for anybody black. That's all good with me. Darvin Ham get it. That's cool too.
Man, Kendrick Lamar, man. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Y'all miss him? He's coming. He dropped the Heart Part 5.
Yeah.
Kendrick, put my hand on the shit. Kendrick, put my hand on the cover. Put my hand on the cover.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Get us in there. Get us in there.
Get some dude hands on there. Heart Part 5 came out. Great videos. The deep fake faces and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
How did you like Heart Part 5?
What I said I wanted and what I was expecting from, this Kendrick album was I wanted to hear some solid quality rapping. I don't want to hear no gimmick bullshit, harmonized singing, none of that shit. I want to hear rapping. And as soon as he got to it, he was getting to it. So I was just first of all happy with the rapping. Now, to get to the video. Video was something like I've, haven't seen in a long time, something a little different.
Since Michael Jackson, Black or White?
It's pretty much Michael Jackson, White and Black, yeah. And I've seen that, some rappers claim that Kendrick stole that from him or whatever like that.
You know what? We don't care.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, he might have.
He did it better. And we know him.
He did it better.
And he black.
we gonna say if anything, he got it from Michael Jackson. We ain't gonna say he got it from you.
He got it from you. He got it from Michael Jackson.
But yeah, video was dope though. I'm just happy to see Kendrick Lamar on the scene. I honestly don't even think that song is gonna make the album.
No, the Heart Part 5, the Hearts don't make
They don't make the album. I think that was just like, yo, I'm here now, you know.
The album's coming.
Album coming. So
let
yeah.
you know where I'm at.
But yeah, dope to see Kendrick back on the scene. You know, the rapping is there. Dope ass video, good concept.
You geek for Friday though? You geek for?
Yeah, I'm not geeked, but I'm interested.
You anticipating?
I'm anticipating it. You know, I'm ready. I need who gonna have rap album of the year. That's always the discussion. You know, and we haven't really heard a quality.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow album sucked, bro, and I love Jack, but that album ain't hitting, bro. We don't have a solid rap album yet this year. So Kendrick, here's your chance, buddy. Here's your chance right here. And y'all already know how Kendrick and his fans come. You know they gonna stand over it and say it's the dopest.
Wait a minute, you ain't listen to the Black Star album?
Black Star? No, nope, didn't get to that one. Nope.
Yeah. You gonna listen to the Most Def for Talib Kweli?
They putting the album out. Is that coming out? Is that out already?
It's out.
Cool Kids album was decent. DG. I didn't check out Saba, but
you
cool
talking about like these shits cold stamp. Boom.
I didn't even know they dropped.
Who
did Most Def and Talib?
Yeah, produced by Madlib. It's on. You gotta subscribe to Luminary to listen to the album.
See, that's just too much for me.
All right. All right, man, before we get out of here, man, this is gonna be the last podcast as a 30-plus-year-old. Last podcast in my 30s.
Taking a week off next week?
Yeah, because we in Atlanta. I gotta go to Atlanta for work on Tuesday.
Okay.
Monday is a whole bunch of meetings and shit. So we're gonna go ahead and take that week break because I'll be in Atlanta for a couple of days, and then I get back Thursday night. Friday, I got to do some work and stuff.
Please don't say you working on your birthday too.
No, I'm not working on my birthday.
Okay, bad. What you on for your birthday though? What we on?
I don't know. I told me I'm not planning. First of all, I'm not good at planning shit. That's first and foremost. I'm not good at planning birthdays and shit like that. That's one. And honestly, to keep it a buck, why am I planning my own 40th? If that's the case, like no diss to nobody, but
no diss.
I'm not shading nobody. I'm not saying that she don't have nothing prepared.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna go out or something like that.
Yeah, she got something prepared. I'm just saying that. I guess as I think about it, no, it's not. It's funny, but. I always talk about the best birthday party I ever had was when I was 6.
Okay. I can't remember. Yo, it's so wild to me. I think that's like one of your like what is
that's the best memory, Mike.
This nigga's memory so rough. At 6 years old, bro. I don't remember shit at 6.
Yeah, I remember I could go back to 4 and some parts 3. I hope I keep my mind forever. I hope I keep my mind forever. Because I mean, and I don't want to be that guy, but I cherish especially my 6-year birthday. I remember damn near every piece to it, Mike. My father, and it's funny because I see Vince on here, because my father took me. He said we're about to go pick up him, Vince, and his brother Lee. We went to the car wash first. So he got the car wash, then he picked up Vince and his brother Lee, and then because I always loved when I always spent the night over their house, and I always wanted them to spend more nights over my crib. So he went to go pick them up, and we drove back to the house, and then we opened the front door, and balloons fell. And they had the little, whatever the shits is, the little wavy shits. I don't know what them shits is called. Be on the door and shit. You walk in and the wavy shits, paper or whatever. But we walked through there Everybody said surprise. So it's all of the little cousins and shit.
Yeah.
And no, and everybody else came. Everybody on the block came through. We was playing outside in the front yard and shit. Um, then they brought us back in the house. They sang happy birthday. I got that picture on my Facebook page. It's me, my cousin Sade, Vincent's sister, and my play cousin Gregory, and they all next to me while they singing happy birthday. Trey looks just like me in that damn pic. And then there's the picture of me with the clown birthday hat. Um, all my birthday hats had clowns on it, fam. I if my homie Derek were to see this shit and he like, that's why I call you clown all the goddamn time, because you every birthday picture you got a clown hat on, clown.
Yeah.
But nah, it was one shot that they took at me. I was eating cake by myself. I was skinny as shit at 6. You could see my damn kneecap. Then it's another picture of all of my cousins on the stairs and one of the next door neighbors. But everybody was on the stairs eating. It's me, my cousin Renee, Vince, Lee, and some random ass nigga that I think lived next door that had a dope ass erector set, but then they moved.
Yeah.
And I always look at those pictures, especially that picture, especially because all I really want to do for 40 is be around love, Jack. I, for some reason, like I've dreamt about a lot of shit, impactful shit in my life. I dreamt about my wife not knowing it was her. It was a light skinned woman. Didn't know it was her. And Trey, not knowing that was him during Christmas. I've had dreams about working in the industry. I've had dreams about a lot of the major shit, but I never had a dream of being 40. I just know I make it, but I never had a dream that's saying, like, this
Damn,
is
that's what I'm
it.
gonna be doing at 40 and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, like that. But I always like reminisce on a lot of shit. And basically what I'm saying is that like you from the crib, you ain't really thinking about 40. And I think that's why I never dreamt about that shit. I've dreamt about me being older and seeing shit, but like at this moment, never had a dream about that shit. And what I'm saying is like as I see all my homies and all my family as we get older, like it's dope to see. And one of my favorite memories is, and I know Vince, if he's still paying attention, one of my favorite memories is my father and my uncle's 40th birthday. Like these niggas had fishnet tank tops. My father had a blue one, my uncle had a red one with shorts on. It was one of the best parties. We played softball. Me and my cousin Lee got into it playing softball too, because he ran over me, fam. Like, why you run over me? It
Mm-hmm.
was a big ass barbecue, and it was them making 40 years old. And I always looked up to my father and my uncle when it comes to achieve like shit like this, because they had all of the best parties growing up. And when you younger, you just thinking like it's a party and boom, boom, boom. But now when you get older, it's you being around love,
Yeah.
you being around the homies, you being around your kids, and all of those stuff, all of those things. So now at 40, it's really just me being around love, Jack. It's really just me being around my cousins because we've all grown up with each other, and we all got families and shit, or we engaged, or we married and shit. It's about being around our kids and watching our kids playing around and do the shit that we used to do when we was younger. But it's also about getting drunk and getting fucked up like my father and my uncle used to do. So as you see, and when I was younger, it was around being around my cousins and being around my family. Cause shit, I didn't, as the only child, like as the only child, I wasn't at that time really the only child, because shit, my little brothers was not even thought of. You know what I'm saying? Because I was 6 years old. So really being the only child when I was younger, on these occasions, I just really wanted to be around family. As I got older and got siblings, but they were so younger than me, it was really looking at my father and looking at my uncle and seeing how they really enjoyed themselves. They had this joint called the Thirsty Thursday Club, and they had 2 picnics. And when I tell you, them picnics was the best fucking picnics ever.
Yeah.
But it was around the homies. The group was just being around the homies and getting drunk and shit and playing cards and going to the Riviera, for free,
Yeah.
and meeting all the celebrities at the at Cliff Levingston's Riviera.
Okay.
And then as they got older, it was really Brown being around the family. Like, yo, we barbecuing. Everybody from Milwaukee come up. A couple of people from Mississippi come up. Everybody from both sides of the family side up. And we tear down Miller Meadows. Like, it'd be the biggest shit in Miller Meadows other than some Mexicans playing soccer or some white people playing rugby.
Yeah.
And as I get to that age with like that where they was at, it's really just being around the homies. It's really just being around family. I don't ask for much. I don't do too much for my birthdays. I've probably had a handful of birthdays, and I'm 40. But as you see, it's really just being around family. So again, 6 years old for me was really just being around my cousins, and damn, everybody else there too. We all here. Let's go play Nintendo. Let's go play outside. Sing happy birthday. Ice cream. Let's go play Nintendo again. It was really just about being the cousins.
There you
And
go.
now I get older, it's just about all of us really enjoying all of us and our seeds enjoying each other just like we did when we was younger. So as I look at 40 years old, just to end the pod in this way, as I look at 40, it is a chance, depending on how old you are, that you got more years in front of you than you do in back of you. I'm really just trying to elevate my career. As 40, I don't want to be in the same doing the same shit that I'm doing. I feel like I should be in a bigger or better position than I am right now. So it's really about elevating that. It's about elevating these side projects. I want to make sure that we're doing a lot more for Some Dude and First Black Champ. I want to be able to do more in this realm. If that becomes my full-time job, as long as it pays me like my full-time job is doing, that would be amazing. But man, it's also just enjoying my family, man, my wife and my kids. And because I remember where I was during those times, and it was a joy being around my father and my uncle. And I see where they at right now, and I know that they have difficulties that they're dealing with. So it's definitely a reminder for me to make sure that I am enjoying every moment. So that's why for 40, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't plan shit. I'm not the planner. But as long as I'm around my homies, and as long as I'm around family, and as long as I'm around my wife and kids, it's gonna be the best birthday ever. And if I get any present, I really just want to be in a drunken stupor crying. Like if you want to know what I really want for my birthday, Mike, this is what I want for my birthday. I want to just drink a whole bottle of Don Julio 1942 to myself, not to the head, but I want to drink it myself. And towards the end of the night, I want to cry and be like, damn, man, I'm 40, nigga. Damn, I'm 40, man, and I'm around my people, and I love y'all. If that happens at the end of the night, I've had an amazing birthday. I literally want to have a drunken cry. If I don't have a drunken cry, that means somebody's pissed me off and I ain't drinking.
Okay.
So I just want to have a drunken cry, fam. We 40. What? We 40. What else we gonna get each other, Mike? Nigga, we gonna give us a bottle, fam. Ain't no nigga gonna come to you and be like, hey, yo, here go this card for your birthday. No, it's probably gonna be a bottle or some shit, or they just gonna show up. I want to drink and be in a drunken, happy state where I end up crying and basically thanking everybody for dealing with me for 40 years. Because I know I'm a handful to deal with. I know that it's people that I used to be cool with. I know that there's people that I used to be cool with that look at me like Kevin Samuels. And if I were to die today, they'd be like, fuck that nigga. I know, but I also know that I've grown in a lot of years. Um no, so I really just want to be around my people
Yeah.
and just be in a drunken stupor and be like, man, thank you for dealing with me for the years that you dealt with me because I know I'm a handful. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, again, if I'm not crying in a drunken stupor at the end of the night, it was a whack ass night, Mike. It was a
Hey,
whack ass night.
spoken like a true 40-year-old. I wish
Yeah,
that for you, my boy. And
yeah.
and yo, and once again, I applaud you for having such a great memory. DG, yes, me and DG got it out the sandbox. Me and DG with the H McNulty together. That was back when we was 5, 6 years old. Now I only have flashes of H McNulty back when we was 5,
It
6 years old.
always, but see, Mike,
I only have flashes of my younger days.
I'm not.
I don't have a vivid memory of anything
How
like
many
that I
people,
did.
Mike? How many people? This is a great way to end the pod. How many people that are around you now that you've known since like 5 years old?
How many people that are around me
Yeah,
right now?
that you've
Uh,
known for like 30 years. I was 5 years
and
old
they still around me?
and they still around you.
Nah, you know what? A lot of the people that not a lot. I don't even think.
I think
No.
that's my I think that's why my memory is good. My
Mm-mm.
best friend, who's basically family, my best friends, Derek and Mario, I've known them since I was 7. No, I was 7. I think I was 7. And Derek was 6 and Mario was 5. I've known them basically my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like everything that I've done, like we've done together. So that helps with my memory. And then plus, shit, Otis and Vincent, we've known each other all our lives. We used to take baths with each other at like 4, 5, and 6 years old. So that helps. They help my memory because a lot of the best moments happen with them. A lot,
That makes total
yeah.
sense because
A,
all of my close friends that I'm still friends with to this day, more so 8th grade, 7th grade, 5th grade, which my memory is much better there. So
yeah.
not when I was 5, 4, 6 years.
Yeah,
Only
Cam.
memory I have is of like that vivid memory is with family members.
Yeah, Cam might be the only family member. But he's family too, basically. But Cam is probably the closest friend that I have that is not 30 plus.
Okay.
And we've known each other since he was still in studio time. Studio times, but no, he wasn't. But we known each other since I think what 02
Okay.
or 03. So no, 02. So we've known each other for 20 plus years. Matter of fact, like our first time kicking it with each other will be on his birthday at Skybox. So that anniversary is coming up. But yeah, but yeah, everybody, everybody that's closest to me are 30 plus. There's Ray. Shouts out to my homie Ray. But he's 20 plus too now because I've known him since 99. But yeah,
Okay.
everybody else is and Roger too. Roger's 99. So yeah, everybody is 20 plus. But the closest friends to me, the ones that shit, my father is like not only an uncle to them, but a father figure is Chris and Mario. We've known each other for 30 plus. And just being around them helps my memory because a lot of great moments came around them, all of the homies. So that helps my memory and stuff too. Because it's not like I remember like my first day at school and shit, which I do remember my first day in the fifth at John Hay. I do remember my first day at John Hay. I don't remember the kid, but some light-skinned little boy just kept crying. And I looked at his ass like, why is he crying, fam? They gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be back, fam. Like,
All kids
why are
is
you crying?
mature. All kids was is mature.
I was ready to get the. I didn't go to. I didn't go to preschool. I was ready to get the fuck out the house. But no, I do remember, like, I remember moments. So I
Yeah.
remember like the first day of school. I remember a lot of the homies that I went to school with. I remember the first person who like I ever went to school with and died. She died in a fire down the street from the crib. And I just remember the homies like because of moments that happened with them.
Yeah.
So everything that I remember is literally around, for the most part, is literally around love.
Those are good
So
memories to
that's
have.
so that's why I want to be around love, because I want to be drunk and just be like, man, thank you for being for dealing with me for 40 years, because I know I was a handful. I shouldn't have stole off you when you was trying to dance with the girl that you had a crush with. And I shouldn't have stole off Vincent, even though he kicked me in the nuts when he was shooting in the backyard, and I stole off his ass and he ate it. You know what I'm saying? But I was happy that we jumped on this one kid. I was happy we jumped on this white kid. See, I remember these moments. Yeah, I jumped on the white, like I beat up this white boy and Vincent grabbed him because he tried to run. But that's back when I was bad. So yeah, man, this is the last pod in my 30s. I've done First Black Champ. Not gonna be doing that this weekend because we're doing May Day celebration this weekend, and I'll be in Atlanta next Tuesday. And shouts out to my squad because we'll be celebrating in Atlanta. I don't even know what they're talking about doing. See, that's what I'm talking about. We'll be in Atlanta. I know something's supposed to be taking place on the 18th. I don't know shit though. I just know where we gonna be at. I don't know nothing. Okay. And that's how I don't want this 40, fam. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, I want to go to dinner and I want to go to the movies and as long as you know just to get that shit lit, we getting that shit lit, man, because it's 40, fam.
There you go, man. Hey, I wish nothing but the best for you and your 40th birthday. I say be the first one to tell you happy birthday, happy 40th birthday. Like I said, I wish nothing but the best for you going forward. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To get to 45 and then we get to 50 and so on and so forth. I wish nothing but the best for you. And you know,
I hope so, man, because I had so many ailments between 38 and 39.
The one thing I wish for you is health.
Yeah,
I want you to have a healthy 40 and going forward.
I'm gonna fuck around and have the fat people surgery and lose weight. No, I'm just playing. I ain't doing that shit. I'm just gonna work out.
I want you to have a happy 40th, a healthy 40th, and all of that other good shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna end it off like that. Some Dude Pod. Make sure y'all rate, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. Like us on Facebook at Some Dude. Make sure you join the community on Facebook. # Some Dude Pod. Shout out to the homie Gerald. Free the guys. My boy, hey, look, check this out. Look, hey, we love the interaction in the community. We love it. But you know, if y'all in the community, make sure y'all be mindful of, you know what I'm saying, the comments that y'all post. This is what I think this might be the first time that a member of the community has been. My man's in Facebook jail right now. Bang put a comment in one of the statuses that we was you know what I'm saying, debating about, and he replied to it, and Facebook was not pleased. And me and Bang got the notification, and I was like, damn, what did he say? So I looked, and his comment, you know, I was like, damn, they got him.
I work in due to my work, I can't lose access to my Facebook page because then it'll knock everything off. So that's why I be in that motherfucker like ... and all those stuff, because it happened before, and I got, you know, a day ban and stuff because I just told one of the homies, man, if you say something about Benny Siegel one more time, Joe, we're gonna have to fight. And Facebook was like, you're threatening somebody. So ever since then, I've been dotting all that.
Yeah. So if y'all gonna put anything that, you know what I'm saying, involves any type of swear words or, you know, something that might be offensive,
it ain't us, it's Facebook.
Censor it or whatever, because Facebook watching, we ain't doing
it. K, fam.
Yeah. I mean, man, obviously we monitor the shit, and obviously we ain't Facebook police. Y'all can have at it, bro. Long as y'all ain't getting, me and Bang know if y'all getting reckless in the group.
Yeah, because I jump in and be like, yo,
we ain't doing that, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, so just be careful. They put one of the homies in Facebook jail, you know what I'm saying? He had that for 6 days. He got 6 days. Hey, luckily he got 6 because I done seen niggas get 30.
Right. And he
60
hit me in
days.
the, and he hit me in the comment, in the messenger, like, man, it's cool, man. I'ma still support. I like, I didn't do it. I didn't press the button. I don't even know what button you can press. I felt bad, but then I saw him tag us on IG and was like, yo, Zuck, not Bang. I was like, good, cool. But when he hit me in the messenger, like, man, it's cool. I still support. Like, yo, I didn't.
No, it ain't.
Why would I ban you for saying you'll beat DMX up for saying that line? Hell no.
Yeah. So yeah, just be mindful.
No.
We love you. We love y'all in the community. Invite more people into the community. You know what I'm saying? So they could partake in all the debates and conversations and shit like that. And also follow us on IG at SomeDudePod, at MikeB_CHR, at JRBang on Twitter, at SomeDudePod, at
and my Cash App is Bang B Knowing. Let me just say this too. I'm 40. I'll take everything I can get. Bang B Knowing with no G. Bang B Knowing. If you want to Cash App a brother, $40, like, I will not have sex with you for the $40. I understand what $40 mean. We're not doing anything like that because I'm a straight man. However, if you want to give me $40, if you want to give me $40, I'm cool with it. Bang B Knowing, no G. You will see it when it pop up, fam. Just Cash App me 40. Don't Cash App me 4. Or no, Cash App me 40. Y'all should have it.
Hey, y'all heard what he said, man. Cash App the man $40, man, for his birthday. All right. Happy birthday to Bang. Man, it's Some Dude Pod. Make sure y'all cop that merch too. And yeah, we out of here, man. Appreciate everybody for locking in with us on the stream live, DG. Shout out to Vince and shout out to everybody else that was in here. Hey Vince, be a little more sharp with these. You getting a little sloppy right now. We need be a little more sharp.
He got to do it once a week.
Easy right now.
I'm gonna tell him he got to do it once a week. He got to let it breathe. He got to let it breathe once a week. We got to do it once a week. We probably like on a day too. We got to schedule it out. Have a day. Like,
these ones been too easy.
Matter of fact, if you get to the end of this pod, Monday, I'm gonna text him too. Do the 4 joints on Monday, because then we record on Tuesday, so then we can have that conversation too. So we scheduling shit on Some Dude.
I don't really think it's oversaturated. I think his last few ones ain't really been as sharp as he was. You know, these ones been kind of easy.
See, you already put it in the pod, man. Now you're on the pod talking about how I was an accomplice to an assault that you perpetrated on the fair skin.
Let's get up out of here, man. Oh my God.
That white boy tried it with me, and I stole his ass while we was playing football. And I still remember his friend name. That's how sharp my memory is. I don't remember his name, but his friend's name was Otto. And I remember that because I was like, I never thought I would ever meet somebody with the name Otto, fam. Like, fuck is you, Dr. Octavius or some shit? And he was like, yeah, man. He's a bully over here. I beat that boy ass at Carroll Stream too. See, memories, man. I'm out.
All right, man. Some Dude Pod. Your boy Mike B. That is JR Bang. This is Some Dude Pod, and we gone, bro.